Maybe I'll adjust this, maybe I won't. Got my water bottle, trying to decrease my carbon footprint. That's why I'm never gonna breed. I like the last comic, I am also a newlywed. Got this tiny, maybe it'll blind you if you're at the right angle. I'm just kidding, this was like $350. I knit and weave, so like, if there's okay, let me preface this with saying, I had a girlfriend in college who had this like pear-shaped diamond ring where she couldn't do anything practical. Like, I don't even think she could give like a hand job with that ring, you know what I'm saying? And so when I got married, I was just like, I still need the use of my hands. So I need a tiny ring. And one time at work, I'm a front desk agent at a hotel, so you know, you have to be like, oh, so sorry. You didn't plan your trip. I'll plan it for you. No additional income, yeah, but I'll do it. Such bullshit. Anyway, let's start with some personal information and also a disclaimer. I do look young, as people tell me, but I'm really 32. I'm a real live millennial. It's like you were born at one of the richest times in human history, but now there are like no jobs unless you want to like suck people's dicks from the like, oh yes, customer service. You hit me in the face. Oh, have a great day. I feel like that's what I do most of the time at work. It's on Broadway. Like it's 3 blocks away from Broadway. So a lot of people from Canada and New York come in, and they're just like, Keith Urban lives here, and I'm like, yeah. My coworker saw Nicole Kidman in the restaurant, and he told me that she looked like a demon. Yeah, like, super cool. I honestly am not very impressed by celebrities at all, because, you know, they take shits just like us, and they're gonna die one day just like us. So, like, what the fuck is there to be excited about? Like, you know, I hear the Kardashians are like, my baby sister has watched the show, because they're like, okay. Another thing. I'm the third of 4 children, so like, you know how some people, the circumstances of their life allow them to never like need other people, but like I was the third child of 4, so when I was born there was already a pecking order. It was like my dad, my mom, even though my mom really ran anything, she just sort of deferred to my dad. And then my older sister was the second mom, and then there was my brother, and then there's me, and then there's my baby sister. And so when I was born, it was just like, hey, we make breakfast, they go to work, and we go to school. And I was just like, and they'd be like, okay, if there's some chores to do, how are you gonna help? And I was just like, and then so I got to school, and I was just really used to cooperating and like working with other people, and I found out that the world is like dog eat dog, you know? Like you leave your butt lubed out enough, a dick's just gonna fit in it, you know? And so the biggest struggle of my life has basically been like, okay. I should preface this again by saying I went to this like college prep Episcopalian private school in Oklahoma. Okay, I was born in Miami, Florida before global warming. My family experienced Hurricane Andrew, and then they were like, fuck this, we got the insurance, we fixed up our house, let's move to another state. Because, you know, those taxes and insurance are like killer, right? And so when I got to Oklahoma, it was just like, whoa. Like at the mall, I was just like, ugh, there's Bloomingdale's. This place is 10 years behind. And then in class, like, there was a bunch of baby rednecks being like, I got a new AK-45. And I'd be like, I really like that we're reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And, you know what I mean? So it just never worked out. So I didn't really fit in at home because there were a lot of kids and I had a distinct personality. Didn't really fit in at school because they were just like, if you don't have a dick and you're not white, fuck you. In Oklahoma, anyway. And so I lived there for 22 years, like, went to college, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, you know, I'm gonna upgrade my motherfucking life. I'm gonna move to Nashville. Like, I saw that, like, shitty TV show. I didn't really see it. I just, like, heard about it. And when I told my dad, he was like, you know, Tennessee is the birthplace of the KKK. And I was just like, oh, fuck. Shit, didn't think this one through. But you know what, honestly, the thing about the KKK is, like, they're a bunch of fucking cowards. They're never gonna come up to an educated black person like myself who could, like, just destroy them with a tongue lashing. They're just like, we're the superior race. We are also inbred. You know, like that Blake Shelton Sexiest Man of the Year? Like, get the fuck out of here. What? That motherfucker is so inbred. You can, like, see that his grandma was, like, getting fingered by her brother. Just, like, looking into his eyes. Do you know what I'm saying? Does anyone else? Hey, anyone here, do you get that vibe when you look into his eyes? I just need a show of hands. Can you just show me? Does he look inbred or what? Like, what the? Because I was just like, you know. I really tried, but I was just like, nah, dude, that guy's inbred as fuck. Like, no way. Like, and, you know, obviously all humans are inbred because if we were just come from a common ancestor, they were just like fucking each other. It's fine. But like when your eyes are that close together, you just like it's in the DNA. Fuck. What can you do? Can't argue with that. It's science. But anyway, so how about 2017? Like, was it a massive dumpster fire, or was that just me? Like, I'm gonna get a show of hands who fucking hated 2017. Yes. Just let your hand go up, just release it. Let's see, I think I got engaged the week that Trump was elected, so that was kind of like, cool, but also like my rhetorical boner was just like flaccid the entire time, you know? And so then in January, I cried during his inauguration. You know, I know this is unethical to admit, but I literally, from crying, I was just like, I gotta get myself together. I went to my fucking car, and I hit a one-hitter with marijuana just to, like, survive the inauguration. Because I was just like, you know, this guy's, like, literally raped a woman. Women don't mean anything anymore. You know, like, a woman was running. They were just like, fuck you. And now Trump is just like, I'll fuck whoever I want in the White House. And Melania can't say shit about it. Except she did have that really, like, minimalist / psychopath White House Christmas decorations. Did anyone see this? Like, just like, bitch, like, get into art history. It will show you, like, what's popular among the masses, you know? Like, you don't have to even deviate, really. It's just, like, you just follow a few steps and it's fine. But anyway, I'm deviating from, like, everything that I planned. I wanted to say happy holidays. Let's see, Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa. Although, from what I heard in my African American Studies class, Intro to African American Studies during my undergrad, Maulana Karenga is the founder of Kwanzaa. Like, he invented it in 1966, but then in 1971, he did some time in prison because, like, he whipped a woman after stripping her and, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, why follow another man who's just abusing women out here? Like, fuck these men. Like, when we hear that they hurt women, we should just cut their dick off in public and it'll send a message, and then we can establish a new hierarchy with women at the top. You know, honestly, everything that I said was just all bullshit. I really just want to say that women should be at the top, like bonobo chimps, because they solve all their problems with sex. Like, you steal a banana from one, they're just like, and then it's okay. And Harvey Weinstein tried to control things with sex, but he's not a woman, so it didn't work out. So bottom line, we can control society if women start demanding sexual favors, men just get in line, and, just following bonobos, which we share like 98.7% of DNA with, I think it's gonna work out, okay? So just take my advice and let's be more like bonobos, just defer to women and jack people off. Okay, that's my holiday message. Happy New Year.